In action anime, the sword or katana is a weapon that often appears. Even in one anime, there can be 2 or 3 characters who use sword or katana. Welcome back to our channel, and today I've picked up 10 animes with the best sword or katana users. The list that I will reveal to you is based on my opinion. So yeah, you may disagree and leave your own version on the comment below. Well, before we begin, don't forget to subscribe this channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest video. So let's get started. Number 10. Artoria Pendragon, aka Saber. Who is a female character in this list? Saber is one of the main female characters in the Fate or Stay Night series, and one of the 3 main heroines with Rin, Tosaka, and Sakura. She is the class servant of Kirito Emiya in the 4th Holy Grail War of Fate or Zero. After becoming a servant of Sakura, she is known as Saber Alter, who is one of the strongest servants in the entire country since her class is known to have excellent statistics in every aspect. Number 9. Ichigo Kurosaki from the Bleach anime. Ichigo Kurosaki is the protagonist in this anime. He's an ordinary teenager until one day he meets a Shinigami named Rukia Kuchiki. In human form, Ichigo is a person who has good reflexes, fast and agile, as basically Ichigo has been trained in martial arts since childhood. He was able to reach Bankai level in 2 days, which is surprising since a normal Shinigami will need 10 years to learn Bankai. Ichigo's Bankai form will shrink his sword to Daito and turn black. Apart from having Bankai powers, Ichigo also has hollow powers within him, so he can wear a hollow mask and be able to unleash hollow powers. Number 8. Kirito from the Sword Art Online anime. One of the thousands of beta testers for the beta version of the latest virtual reality massively multiplayer online role-playing game, aka VR MMORPG based game series called Sword Art Online. Being a solo player due to the death of his guild members, Kirito is also known as the Black Warrior because of his tendency to wear black clothes, also known as a large sword user. Elucidator is one of the swords used by Kirito, the iconic sword that became the main weapon until the Sword Art Online game series was successfully completed. The characteristic of Elucidator is the color, which is black, and its sharp blade has a gray color. Number 7. Zenitsu from the Kimetsu no Yaiba anime. One of the protagonist characters from the Kimetsu no Yaiba series. As a demon slayer, Zenitsu is said to be a coward. Also, often say that he doesn't have long life because of the dangerous work of being a demon slayer. That's why he often considering himself inferior and useless. But despite all his voices, Zenitsu has a high sense of hearing with a natural ability to increase it that allows him to hear people's thoughts if he uses the sense of hearing to its full potential. The hallmark of Zenitsu's fighting style is unconsciousness fighting. For your information, he will be much stronger when he is sleeping and will exceed the limits of his strength from conscious mode. Basically, Zenitsu has extraordinary reflexes, but his coward side prevents him from using his strength to the maximum. Number 6. Himura Kenshin from the anime Ruroini Kenshin, also known as Hitokiri Batosai. Himura Kenshin is the main character in the anime Ruroini Kenshin. He is a former samurai massacre in the Bakumatsu era before the Meiji Restoration, which made him retire to become a samurai and become an ordinary traveler, traveling around Japan for 10 years in search of redemption. By carrying a Sakabatu, the inverted ice sword, he vowed not to kill again. Since the age of 14, he has mastered the hidden Mitsurugiryu technique. By relying on maximum cut speed, he will attack and run at full speed to slice his enemies. After the major restoration, he returned to Tokyo and met Kamiya Kaoru, a female teacher at one of the dojos there. Together with Kaoru and the others, Kenshin tries to live in peace and forget everything about his dark past as Hitokiri. Number 5. Roronoa Zoro, from the One Piece anime, who is known for his three-sword technique. At first, he was known as Bounty Hunter and eventually became the first Nakama in the Straw Hat Pirates. He is one of the three strongest fighters in the Straw Hat Pirates crew. After the time skip, Zoro's abilities have increased through intensive training for 2 years with Dracule Mihawk. He can cut very large objects with ease and precision. For example, Zoro is able to cut a pacifista into 2 parts in the one sword slash. Even without his sword, Zoro has extraordinary physical abilities. The only drawback of this character is that he cannot read the direction. Yes, he is a blind man. Number 4. Levi Ackerman, from the anime Attack on Titan. In the story, Levi was born from a very poor family in the underground city within the walls. In that area, the law has been ignored. The residents live without rules. Levi's mother died in the care of by his uncle named Kenny. Levi is described as a clean-up freak. Even so, he's a character that can be said to be calculating and tactical. In addition, he's inherited the blood of Ackerman family, which can make the Ackerman clan have physical ability, speed, and fighting above the average. Levi has its own special force called Levi Squad. This troop is considered to be the most effective Titan hunting troop because it contains Levi's chosen people who also have very high individual abilities. After all its members died facing the female Titan, except Levi and Eren. For your information, at that time, Eren was immediately joined in Levi's squad as the youngest new member. After that, Levi formed a new squad consisting of Eren, Armin, Mikasa, Jin, Sasha, and Shawnee. Number 3. Killer Bee, from the anime Naruto, a character who likes to sing songs in rap style. Even so, he is one of the Jinchuriki of 8 Hachibi from Kumagakure. Famous for his unique sword style, he is able to use 7 swords at once effectively. In addition to his unique sword power, Killer Bee is also a Jinchuriki who is able to fully control his Biju powers. Then, there is one more sword named Sumehada, which is able to absorb chakra. This sword is a legacy from Kisame, a member of the Akatsuki clan who was killed. Number 2. Gintoki Sakata, from the anime Gintama. He is the main character in the anime. Gintoki is a former samurai rebel from the Joey War in the past. Because of his strength, he is known as Shiroyasha, or White Yaksha, that can be said to be a kind of demon in Hinduism and Buddhism. This chosen weapon is a wooden katana called Bakutou. Behind his silly character, it turns out that Gintoki is a terrible killer monster who hides his story and closes it deeply. Number 1. Dracule Mihawk, from the anime One Piece. He is known as a pirate and a Shichibukai with the nickname Eagle Eye. Mihawk is one of Zoro's rivals and teachers in the world of One Piece, being considered as the greatest sword wielder because he doesn't use the power of devil fruit but with the pure strength of an ordinary human. It is told in the Marineford arc that he can split the iceberg with his sword easily. Well, Those are the characters with the best katana or sword user based on Anichiwa's version. What do you think? Share your thought on the comment section below. And don't forget to like and share this video. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys on the next video. Bye!